Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where we last left off by saving Eastpool from a horde of by a horde of Akashic. We still have some more quests to deal with in Rosaria. Namely, we have to. Where is self-determination? I don't see it. We have to collect a spherical echo from there, and we have to also get some stonewort for our brother. So let's warp to 3 reads and we'll start from there. I think that's the best way to do it. Right? I do have to restock on items as well, because it looks like I did get slapped around a bit, but that's beside the point. In the story-wise right now, we've figured out Barnabas's plan. Barnabas is trying to turn everything and its brother Akashic, so he feels that is the pure way of the world, so to speak. I disagree with him entirely, but what do I know?
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck.
Of course.
Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. Nice try.
Why is Gav with me? That makes no sense canonically, but... that's fine. Thank you. We also got Shiva last time from Jill as well, which is nice. Let's end this. Thank you. I said let's end this. Thank you. Of course. Now, what are we looking for? These flowers here.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Now, for you. Am I better off coming up through Hawk's Hut Cry Cliff? Inaccessible. It's fine. We'll warp over here. We'll go north through Hawk's Cry Cliff. And then we still have to go to Dalmekia as well. I had a friend telling me I'm playing this game wrong as well, saying that I had missed things. And I think he's a little touched in the skull, to say the least. Because my understanding for this is that the quests will pop up, and if you do them all as they come up, it won't bugger. But
Damn it. The whole village is turned. That'll do, girl.
Interesting. Anyway, he was telling me I was playing the game wrong, which I think was just a little. It was just one of those things that I'm just like, what? And it had me thinking about what the hell? It had me thinking about how we as gamers gotta be better towards one another and be a lot less toxic, but it is what it is. It's when you're pathetic, I suppose. Come on. Get rid of the surf. Once again, Gav, why are you here? Canonically, that makes no sense to me. Mechanically, I know why. But you should not be here, Gav. I just want you to know that. And Ambrosia shouldn't be able to come here either.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Well, I guess we're at the edge of the Akashic stuff. I can let that one be a little bit more forgiving.
Thanks, Gal.
We're gonna go through this area now. We're gonna deal with the echoes. It's fine, we'll go south through the pass. And there you guys are. I fought bigger. Way too slow. Way too slow again. And we'll get you on the ground. Won't matter. Come on. Thank you.
2 down, 1 to go.
And the last thing we need is here, self-determination, which I have. I think that's Corey? Dora?
Let's go.
Basically the slaver that we're dealing with. I'm not dealing with the monsters. We're just gonna ride by them. Thank you, Ambrosia. Keep riding. Yep. Thought so. So we're the escort.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
Not my place to know.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins.
Hey.
I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
What?
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Ooh.
You're welcome to try.
Close the gap. Yeah, that's not gonna work. The moment I get the ability to break through your tech spell. There you are. Thanks, suckers. Down. You're down. Boom. Which is fine on you. Now, how did you know Doris?
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade?
Nope.
You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder.
Which explains why you wanted
She
her
raised
dead.
me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too.
Ugh.
You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
No.
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
Let her
I'm
go.
not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
The Dame is pursuing
I
other
am.
problems, though.
And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Probably a good idea.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be
Should
alright.
be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the
I
good
doubt
work,
it.
Cole.
What do I got for finishing this quest then? Bit of renown, that's fine.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Well, no. I'm gonna focus up because I'm gonna go to Dhalmekia. Which we're gonna go to you. I want to say. Always do that. What's going on? Oh, I have to collect my payment from Martha. Never mind. We'll do that first, and then depending on the time, we'll make our way to Dhalmekia. Icebrand looks pretty dope, though.
The hero returns.
Thank you.
It's
I am a
lucky you
hero.
came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again.
Not yet, but
And a
it's getting
home
there.
to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Really?
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work.
Sounds like Sid, all right.
Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Yeah, that sounds like Sid.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right,
Yeah.
aye. And if we
about
don't
working as a
manage
team.
it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Not a whole lot.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
You know, this I was talking to that same friend that was telling me I was doing things wrong, by the way. It's interesting because like I'm essentially rebuilding Rosaria, so what I'm gonna do in the next, I'm gonna put a cut in here between videos. Thank you everyone for joining me. My name has been Duke Rafe. I'm going to restock on items while I'm here, and then I will head over to Dalmekia to deal with the Blacksmith Blues number 4, just in case I get a new piece of equipment to speed things up.
What are you after?
Thank you. Take care, and have a great day. Bye bye.